Welcome to Ninerology. I'm your host, Alan. And Ambry Thomas, former third-round pick for the 49ers, decided to spout off this offseason. In fact, today, posted on his social media page, Legend says, "I wasn't the only one asking to get up out of there." Now, Ambry, my response is take the L and just leave. This is the same Ambry Thomas the 49ers gave shot after shot after shot and couldn't lock down a starting gig. The same Ambry Thomas during the 23 Super Bowl run had the worst PFF grade for coverage grades out of any cornerback. In fact, was targeted 17 times, had 15 completions. Quarterbacks almost had a perfect passer rating against him. The same Ambry Thomas who went to the Colts last year and couldn't pass a physical and so didn't play. Now, hopefully, Ambry Thomas can turn his career around. But this is one of those things where it's take the L. The 49ers gave you shot after shot after shot, and you just didn't produce. You didn't do that. The 49ers had your back. Many fans had your back. But when you got the opportunity, you just couldn't rise to the occasion. And that's okay. That happens sometimes. Sometimes a change of scenery is necessary. But take the L. Take the L and walk. Like, what did you contribute? Not much, other than several touchdowns and several completions. You'll make some really good highlight reels for other wide receivers. But what did you actually do? Not much. And so I think the hilarious thing is teams restructure every year. That's what happens. The 49ers is a bit more, not quite Jim Harbaugh-esque when during his fourth year, but very similar to fans who have that connection and remember that like it was yesterday. And so that happens. Core teams, end up restructuring. They need to get younger. The 49ers are doing a huge overall haul in one season. And Ambry's decided to piggyback on that, even though he contributed nothing. In fact, you have players like Renardo Green who are actually showing out that the 49ers thought Ambry would be, but Ambry never became. And so, Ambry, I would just say take the L. Hopefully you have a good career. But what you're saying doesn't really have much merit because you've been gone for over a year. So it wasn't even the same locker room last year for you because you were with the Colts in which you didn't actually suit up. And now you're 2 years removed, and the team's completely different. Plus, there's a new defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, that everybody loves to play for. Players go to bat for him. So stop pretending like you understand what that's like because you don't. Robert Saleh was there before you were there, and then he went off to the Jets, and now he's back, and players want to play for him. And for you, again, hopefully you have a long career. Hopefully you can right the ship. That happens all the time. Hopefully that's your story. But coming after the Niners like that, after you're over a year removed and they give you shot after shot, like, come on, take the L, leave, and you know what? Have a good one. Hopefully you have a great career. For the 49ers, I think that's just more noise to distract things. But you know what? There's still hope because the 49ers are somewhat active, and it's better than being not active. You could be the Cowboys and assume that you're going to make the Super Bowl every year by doing nothing. Instead, the 49ers are making some moves, but not really anything to rave about, but they are some nonetheless. But thought that would be a nice giggle for you today. Ambry Thomas, the guy who didn't contribute on the field, is making the most noise off the field on social media, which is probably why he's been a backup his entire career. With that said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.